Hi students, I hope you understood what we have discussed in the previous session about the surface areas and volumes, the concept, what are the solid shapes, what are the combination of the solid shapes, these are all. And today we are going to discuss, and even we have discussed the formulas of all the solid shapes, surface areas, curved surface area, total surface area, and the volume of all the objects which we have discussed. Today we are going to discuss about exercise 13.1, exercise 13.1 from the surface areas and volumes. Two cubes of each volume 64 centimeter cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. Here you are seeing how the two cubes are joined end to end. Two cubes are joined end to end. You see clearly cubes, two joined end to end. So volume of each cube is given as 64 centimeter cube. 64 centimeter cube. Volume of each cube is equals to 64 centimeter cube. Actually I just will show you the rough diagram, which is the end points are joined, cubes end points, one end to another end. This is one flat surface, and here one more flat surface of the cube which is joined to end to end. So these are the two cubes of each volume. Here I am just showing only one flat surface of the cube. Here this is the two cubes we joined end to end, right? Two cubes, here one cube and here another cube. So volume of each cube is 64 centimeter cube. Let this side of each cube, let the side of each side is nothing but edge, side of each cube be x centimeters. Now side of each cube we know. So what is the volume of a cube? That is a cube is equals to, volume of a cube is a cube, volume a cube is nothing but x, but the formula is a cube, so which is nothing but x cube. What is a here, or you can assume as a also. Let this side of each cube is, so in the diagram I have shown as x, so x, volume formula is a cubic units, so volume x cube is equals to 64. So 64 can be written as 4 power 3, 4 into 4 into 3, as 4 into 4 into 4, as it is x cube, so x is equals to 4. Or we know that simply prime factorization of 64, that you are able to express in the prime factorization. Then x cube is equals to 4 power 3, or x cube is equals to 64, cube root of 64, even you can say like this also, cube root of 64 is equals to 4, so x is equals to 4. Therefore side of each cube is the x is equals to 4 centimeters. Side of each cube is equals to 4 centimeters. Now you have to find out resulting cuboid. This is x and x. Height and depth, breadth and height are not changing. Only length is increasing. So now length, new cuboid, length of the resulting cuboid, length of the resulting cuboid L is equals to, which is x plus x, because x plus x, which is equals to 4 plus 4 is equals to 8 centimeters. Similarly breadth of the resulting cuboid B is equals to 4 centimeter. That is same, because height and breadth are not changing. Height h is equals to, this is breadth, h is equals to 4 centimeters. surface area of the cuboid we are going to find out. So surface area of the cuboid, resulting cuboid is surface area of cuboid, which is equals to, the formula is 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. LB plus BH plus LH. So which is equals to 2 into LB. Length is 8 centimeter and breadth is 4. So 8 into 4 plus BH, 4 into 4 plus LH, again 8 into 4 centimeter square, which is equals to 2 into 8 4s are 32 plus 4 4s are 16 plus 8 4s are 32, which is equals to, so 32 plus 32 is 64. 64 plus 16, which will give you 80. So 2 into 80 is equals to 160 centimeter square. Therefore, surface area of the resulting cuboid, surface area of the resulting cuboid is equal to 160 centimeter square. So the end to end the joint, they join end to end. Here I showed only flat surface. In the diagram clearly it is mentioned how the cubes are joined, and breadth and height are not changing. Clear? Now see question number 2. A vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. The diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter and the total length of the vessel is 13 centimeter. Find the inner surface area of the vessel. So here combination of two solids. What are those? One is hemisphere and one is cylinder. So both are hollow hemisphere and hollow cylinder. So it is, both two figures are there, hollow hemisphere and hollow cylinder. Let us see. Look at the diagram. One is hemisphere and on that cylinder. This is the figure which we need to draw as per the question. This is the figure which we need to draw as per the question. Let us see the question now. A hemisphere and a cylinder. This is the hemisphere and on that a hollow cylinder is given. This is the cylinder which the diameter, the hemisphere is mounted on a hemisphere. The diameter of the hemisphere is, so this is total, this is given as 14. This is given as 14 centimeter. And the total height of the vessel, this total height is given as 13 centimeter. Now you see, you need to identify what is given in the figure. So diameter of the hemisphere, diameter of hemisphere, which is equals to D is equals to 14 centimeter. D is equals to 14 centimeter. From this you have to find out radius. Radius R is equals to D by 2, which is equals to 14 by 2 is equals to 7 centimeter. Now the total height is given. So both radius of the hemisphere and diameter, radius or the diameter, whatever we take, diameter of the hemisphere and diameter of the hollow cylinder, they both are mounted. So exactly the diameter of the cylinder is also same. So radius of the hemisphere we got as 7 centimeter. Now you see, radius of cylinder R is equals to same 7 centimeter. Now height of the cylinder, total object height is 13 centimeter. From here to here we call it as, this is center, From here to here we call it as radius. From here to here we call it as radius. So what is that radius we got? 7 centimeter. From here to here. Only from here to here 7 centimeter. So now what is the height of the cylinder? Which is nothing but height of the cylinder is height of the cylinder h is equals to 13 minus 7 is equals to 6 centimeter. He is asking inner surface area of the solid. So inner surface area of the solid, inner surface area of the solid we are going to find out. What is that? How to find out? We have to add the inner surface area of cylinder as well as the inner surface area of hemisphere. So inner CSA of cylinder plus inner CSA of hemisphere. Are you following? Inner CSA of hemisphere. Now cylinder, we'll find out. You see, separately you can calculate or together also you can calculate. So what is the formula CSA of cylinder? 2 pi r h plus inner CSA pi 2 pi r square. See, radius of both the figures is same. Now in this one you can take out common terms 2 pi and one radius here 2 times r square is r into r. So if you take out common, then h plus r. It is the easiest way to calculate when the terms are common, numbers are common. If the radius is different, then you cannot take out radius common. Here radius is also same for both the figures. So 2 pi r into h plus r, which will give you the inner CSA of the complete solid. So 2 into, actually in the question he said that, in the beginning of the exercise he said that use pi value as 22 by 7. So pi value we are using as 22 by 7. 2 into 22 by 7 into the radius of the both as the cylinder as well as hemisphere is same, 7 into h plus r. Height of the cylinder is 6. From here to here it is 6. From this part, so this is 6 centimeter. From here to here, this only the cylindrical part is 6 centimeters. What is that? 6 centimeter. From here to here, 6 centimeters. So 6 plus r is 7 centimeter, which will give you 7 ones are 7, which is equals to 2 into 22, 44 into 6 plus 7, 13 centimeter square. So centimeter square. 13 fours are 52. 13 fours are 52 plus 5, 57 centimeter square. Therefore, the surface area, the inner surface area of the given vessel is 572 centimeter square. So inner surface area inside, so CSA, inner CSA plus hemisphere plus cylinder, inner surface areas were calculated and we added. I hope you understood. Thank you. Now see question number 4. A cubical block of side 7 centimeter is surmounted by a hemisphere. Surmounted by a hemisphere means now the hemisphere is on the top and cubical box is down. So on the cubical box a hemisphere kept. What is the greatest diameter the hemisphere can have? Find the surface area of the solid. So when you are placing a hemisphere on the cubical block, so greatest diameter means maximum it can be. Yes, can you guess it? Yes, it is right. So greatest diameter, what it can have? The edge of the cube, whatever is there, that can be the greatest diameter. Why? It is surmounted. It is surmounted. It's exactly. It's like occupying. So surmounted by a hemisphere. So the greatest diameter it can have 7 centimeter. Let us see how the diagram appears. So this is the diagram. Down cubical blocks, cubical block. Down is a cuboid and the top you see, top you are observing a hemisphere. How it is occupying the space on the hemisphere. Is it covering the full space on the cubical block on the top? No, it is not covering. So the greatest diameter which it can have is 7 centimeter, which is the equal to the side of the cube, which is equal to the side of the cube. So let us discuss about it. So cubical block is given, that is side is given as 7 centimeter as we have seen the diagram. This is the cubical block of side. So this is the cubical block, side 7 centimeter. Okay, now on this it is surmounted by a hemisphere which it can have the greatest diameter is, so the greatest diameter it can have 7 centimeter. We have to find out the surface area of the resulting solid. So to find out surface area of the solid, you see cubical blocks, it's not even occupying complete space, right? The corners it is left over as we have seen in the diagram. So that means what we have to find out? Yes. So cubical blocks, one face is not, it is not occupying. The total surface area of the cube plus the CSA of, yes you are right, CSA of hemisphere, then is it sufficient? Yes. We need to subtract, you are right, you need to subtract the area of the circular base, area of the circular base of the hemisphere as it is covering, because we are calculating the total surface area of the cubical block, right? So side of a cube, side of a cube A is equals to 7 centimeter. Now the greatest diameter that can have, the greatest diameter that the hemisphere can have, that the hemisphere can have is 7 centimeter, means diameter is 7 centimeters. So D is equals to 7 centimeter and R is equals to radius of the hemisphere, which is equals to D by 2, which is equals to 7 by 2 centimeter. 7 by 2 centimeter. Now you observe it. So the greatest diameter and radius we got. The surface area of the resulting cube, surface area of the solid is equals to, observe it, TSA of cube plus CSA of hemisphere. Now as you said, you are right, we have to subtract from this area of the circular, area of the circle. Where is the circle? This portion we are subtracting, right? Area of the circle minus area of the circle. So now what is TSA of a cube? Observe it clearly. So TSA of a cube, individually if you calculate TSA of cube, which is equals to 6a square, which is equals to, we can write as 6 into the side of the cube is 7 is given, 7 square, which is equals to 6 into 49, which is equals to, 7 square is 49, 6 9s are 54 and 5 is left over, 6 4s are 24 plus 5, 294 centimeters square. This is the surface area of the cube. Then you have to find out CSA of hemisphere. You have to calculate CSA of hemisphere. Observe it clearly. CSA of hemisphere, which is equals to 2 pi r square. 2 pi r square, 2 into 22 by 7 into r square, which is nothing but 7 by 2 into 7 by 2. Why 7 by 2? As the diameter that the sphere can have is 7 centimeter, so radius is half of that, 7 by 2, 7 by 2, which is equals to centimeter square. Observe it clearly. So 7 ones are 7, cancel. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 1, 2 ones are 2, cancel. Then 2 ones are 2, 11s are, which is equals to 11 into 7, this is 77 centimeter square. This is CSA of hemisphere. What is this? CSA of hemisphere is equals to 77 centimeter square. Now we have to subtract the area of this circle. So now area of the circular circle, which is equals to pi r square, 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 centimeter square. 7 ones 7, 2 ones 2, 11. 11 into 7, which is equals to 77 by 2, which is equals to 38.5 centimeter square. 38.5 centimeter square. Now the surface area. Now surface area of the solid. Surface area of the solid is equals to, you see already we mentioned here, TSFE cube plus CSF hemisphere minus area of the circle. TSFE cube we got as 294, this is 294, then plus 77 minus 38.5 centimeter square. So here I just will calculate the rough work over here. 294 plus 77, 294 plus 77, 7 plus 4 11, 9 plus 1 10, 17 and 371. Observe it, 7 plus 4 11, 9 plus 1 10, 17, 317. From that you have to subtract 38.5. So put 0.05, point borrowing 10 minus 8, 2, borrowing 6 minus 3, 3, and this is 3. So which is equals to 332.5 centimeter square. This is the surface area of the resulting, that leftover, that is a cuboid solid shape which is given in the question. Therefore statement you must write 332.5 centimeter square. 332.5 centimeter square. Is it clear, students? Right. Now we are seeing question number 6. A medicine capsule is in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispheres stuck to each of its end. See figure 13.10. You are seeing 13.10. This is the figure what is given in the question. So the length of the entire capsule is 14 millimeters and the diameter of the capsule is 5 millimeter. Length of the entire capsule is given 14 millimeter and the diameter of the capsule is given 5 millimeter. Find its surface area. So observe the question carefully. Find its surface area. This is the figure for that question. So now we are seeing the figure. The capsule which is in the shape of a hemisphere, two ends are stuck and between the cylinder. This is the figure. See, the total length is 14 millimeters and the diameter of the capsule is given as 5 millimeters. Then first we divided that hemispherical ends and between them we are able to see this that cylindrical portion. Let us see now the capsule. The total length of the capsule is given 14 millimeters and the diameter of the capsule is given. The diameter of the capsule is given that is 5 millimeters. So diameter of the capsule means this is the diameter, and two ends are stuck with the hemispherical shapes. So these are the hemispherical shapes like this. So this is nothing but a hemispherical shape like this, but it is invisible in that, which is invisible in that, and between cylindrical part is there. Do you understand? Yes. Now hemisphere and hemisphere in between cylinder. So what is given? First, diameter of the capsule, D is equals to 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. Diameter of the capsule is given, which is, now you see a radius which is equals to R, which is nothing but D by 2, which is 5 by 2 millimeter, or you can write 2.5, which anything you can use, either 5 by 2 or 2.5 millimeter. Next, now total length of the capsule, total length of the capsule, which is given as 14 millimeter. Now what is height of the cylinder? Radius of the capsule we got. Okay. Similarly, radius of the hemisphere. Are you following? This is radius of the total length of the capsule is given 14 millimeters, and radius of the cylinder. So radius of, this is radius of the capsule, which is nothing but completely radius of hemisphere, which is R is equals to, so radius of the hemisphere and radius of the completely both are same, which is equals to 5 by 2 millimeters, which is nothing but 2.5. You can write as 2.5 millimeter, which is equals to 2.5 millimeter. Now if you want to find out only the length of the cylindrical portion, so from here to here 2.5, from here to here 2.5, together you have to subtract from the total length. So length or which is nothing but height of cylindrical part, which is equals to 14 minus 2.5 plus 2.5, which is nothing but 5 millimeters. 2.5 plus 2.5, which is nothing but 5 millimeters. 14 minus 2.5, which is equals to 9 millimeters. 9 millimeters. This is H or length of the cylindrical part. Now CSA, the surface area of the solid is, surface area of the capsule, surface area of the capsule is equals to, how to obtain the surface area of the capsule? CSA of cylindrical part plus hemisphere and hemisphere. So CSA of two hemispheres, don't forget, two hemispheres we are writing at a time. So this end one hemisphere, that end one hemisphere. Now we know what is CSA of hemisphere and what is CSA of cylindrical part. This is 2 pi RH plus 2 into 2 pi r square. Why 2 into 2 pi r square? As the radius is same for both, you observe it clearly, 2 pi RH and 2 pi r square. So first I will calculate what is 2 pi RH, or you can take out completely common term, that both give same answer. So 2 pi RH, in this you observe it, better to take out common. So 2 pi RH plus 2 2s are 4 pi r square. So now you see 2, in this you can take out 2, pi you can take out pi common, r, because both hemisphere and cylindrical part, the radii value is also same, not the alphabet, the radii value is also same. So we are taking out common. See the difference, value and alphabet. Here the value is 2.5 and even this cylindrical part also same. That's why we are taking common. If the radius is differ, then you cannot take out common. So here 2, if you take out common 2 pi r, then what is left over here? H plus Here 2 came out, so 2 will be left over, and r square, so r came out 2r, which is equals to 2 into 22 by 7 into the radius of that is 5 by 2. You can write as 5 by 2. It is easy for us to cancel and to simplify, or else you can write even 2.5 also, into h. H is nothing but height of the cylindrical or length of the portion, that is 9 plus 2r, 2 into 5 by 2, 2 into 5 by 2 millimeter square. Observe it. First, if you simplify the bracket r here, 2 into 22 by 7 into 5 by 2, which is nothing but, observe it clearly, into 9 plus 2 ones are cancelled. 1 into 5, 5 centimeter square, which is equals to 2 into 22 by 7 into 5 by 2 into 9 plus 5, 14 millimeter square. It's not centimeter, millimeter square. Always you remember once again I am explaining that here radius is common, that's why we are taking out r value common. If the value, not the alphabet, if the value is different, then you cannot take out common. As we know from the given question, the radius of the hemisphere and radius of the cylinder is, the value is same, so we are going to take out r common. If not, you have to calculate separately. Now 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 2 ones are 2, ones are cancel. So 2 into 22, 44 into 5, 220 millimeter square. Therefore, surface area of the capsule is equals to 220 millimeter square. I hope it is clear to you. Always remember, if the values are same, then only we can take out the common. If the values are different, why we are taking common? Because they are attached, they are connected, the radius is same, that's why we are taking. If not, we cannot take out common. That keep it in the mind. Even if you get confusion, you can calculate separately, 2 pi r h separately, 2 pi r square separately, 2 into 2 pi r. Why? One hemisphere CSA is 2 pi r square. Like that we have 2, so 2 into 2 pi r square. 2 into 2 pi r square. Do you understand? Is it clear? So students, I hope you understood what we have discussed in today's session from exercise 13.1. Combination of solids. Surface areas we discussed. When the combination surface area they are asking, we have to calculate their CSAs. And in one question, a hemisphere was covered, surmounted by a hemisphere, cubical block was surmounted by a hemisphere. So they, because it is not occupying the spaces, complete space of that particular solid, particular cubical block, so there the edges are left over, the edges part is not covered by the hemisphere, so we subtracted from those area CSA of hemisphere plus total surface area of the cube minus area of the circular base. That you have to remember. So similarly, you have to complete question number 3 and 5. So in question number 5, there is a deep cavity. Cavity means they cut out a hemispherical shape from the cubical wooden block. So like this they cut out. So similarly, how you did in a question number 4, you have to complete question number 5, but there also circular base you have to. But only the thing is there the numbers did not mention, as you can assume as L, what is given in the question. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you. We will meet again in the next session with the leftover questions, and we'll continue the topic of another one, that is volume concept. I hope you understood. Thank you.